So this week, king tides caused a flood of problems in some areas of Fort Lauderdale, and it's only expected to get worse.
So what is the city doing to stop the flooding? Well, Local 10 News reporter Sinella shows us.
Well, we all know that sea levels are rising, creating unusually high tides, making for a lot of street flooding here in South Florida. It's a big problem, especially in the city of Fort Lauderdale. So what are city officials doing about it? They've been planning for years. Here's a closer look. As sea levels continue to rise, high tides will reach new heights with each coming year. This week's king tides in Fort Lauderdale measured 16 inches higher than predicted, all thanks to recent storms and easterly winds piling water up the coastline.
We just got to deal with it.
So residents in flood-prone areas are seeing this, a foot or more of standing water in their neighborhoods.
Every manhole is bubbling up. I mean, it's frustrating.
The city of Fort Lauderdale has 7 miles of shoreline and 165 miles of inland waterways. Many neighborhoods will be impacted. So what is the city doing about it?
Over the next 5 years, we'll be spending $200 million on stormwater improvements alone throughout the city.
Some of the improvements have already been completed, like this $3 million 900-foot linear seawall constructed along the Isle of Palms Drive and Las Olas Boulevard. The original seawall was overtopped during high tides, making the road impassable. Now, during the peak of high tide, the homes in front of the new wall are dry, while those down the block without the seawall have street flooding.
This type of improvement will substantially reduce the intensity, duration, and frequency of the flooding.
Another seawall is in the works along flood-prone Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale's Rio Vista neighborhood. It's expected to be completed by the end of the year. Pump stations are also working to reduce the amount of rising water, and 177 tidal valves have been installed throughout the city to keep water off of the roadways. So over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, the city will be adding additional seawalls, about 24 more in flood-prone areas. That's the latest here from Fort Lauderdale. Sinella, Local 10 News.